Today's topic of discussion, validation. Most conversations about validation get it wrong. They tell you it's a confidence issue. They tell you that you just need to not care about what other people think. They make it sound like a personality flaw that you can just fix with a few affirmations. But it's not that. What I'm going to talk to you about today is something much deeper than that. And most people, they're not going to want to hear it because it will hit too close to home. Validation isn't just asking someone what they think before you do something. It's the version of yourself that you've built. The one online, the one at work, the one that your friends know and exists to be approved of. If you took all the likes away, you took away the recognition, you took away the comments, the titles, the followers, the praise, would you still know who you are? Listen to me, because if that question makes you feel uncomfortable, this one is for you. Validation isn't about decisions, it's actually about identity. The standard version of this conversation is asking other people on what you should do, but that is actually just a small part of it. The real version is validation is using other people's reactions to figure out who you even are. Think about it. The likes, the followers, the titles, the recognition, the coach, the high performer, the leader, or the expert, these aren't outcomes. For a lot of people, these have become thyself. You stop being a person who does the work and you start being a person who's recognized for the work. And then recognition becomes the main thing, not the work itself. But here's the test. Imagine the recognition disappeared tomorrow. Same effort, same results, same life, but nobody clapped. Nobody noticed and nobody told you were doing well. Would you still carry on? Could you keep going? Most people, if they're honest, can't, because they're not doing it for anything other than the validation. So when the validation stops, so does the desire to do the work. You don't have a confidence problem, you have a self problem. You've built an external version of yourself that requires to be approved of, and you've lost contact with the version that lies underneath. So now I want to give you 3 examples of where you may potentially be seeing this happening in your life, or maybe even notice it in others. Example 1, the character online. This is the most visible one. You go on social media and what you see isn't people, it's characters. The flexed version, the polished version, the look how much I'm winning version. And here's the thing, most of the time people posting like this, they're not even aware of what it is they're doing. They've performed the character for so long that they've actually forgotten that they're even performing. So why does it happen? Because the character gets more validation than the real person ever could. The real person is uncertain. They have doubt, they have bad days, maybe they even have imposter syndrome. But the character has wins, has flexes, and has the lifestyle. The character is the one that gets the likes. So the person becomes the character, and slowly the person disappears. And when they're alone and the phone's off and nobody's watching, when the comments aren't coming in and the validation isn't hitting the same, they don't know who they are because they've been someone else for so long. Example 2, the chase for status. Here's another way it shows up. And you'll see this in every community, every group, every industry. People will push themselves past the level that is sensible. Not because they need the outcome, but it's because it's the title that matters, the status that matters, the recognition at the next level that matters. And I've watched people take risks that they can't actually afford. Worked hours that broke their health, pushed for promotions that they didn't even want. Not because they needed the result, they already had enough. Being named on stage or being recognized by the leaders, being told publicly that they're one of the high performers, that's what they were really chasing. And it works. For a moment. The hit comes, they get the title, get the announcement, the round of applause, the Instagram stories and tag. Then a few weeks pass, the high fades, and then they need the next one. That cycle, chasing the external marker just to try and feel enough, that's the trap. And it doesn't matter what industry you are in. Sales, corporate, sport, entrepreneurship, network marketing, it doesn't matter. The trap stays the same. Just the costume is what changes. Example 3, doing something for a great cause and then forgetting why you even started. And a great example of this was I actually had a conversation with somebody recently who started a fitness Instagram because they had a desire to help people get into the gym, give them fitness tips, boost their confidence, get them into the flow state of starting to train in a way that they wish someone had done for them at the beginning of their journey. But when we had a conversation, it was about how can I boost my engagement? How can I reach more people? How can my posts get more likes? And the conversation kind of led towards building more of a community and everything that we kind of felt was the desired outcome. However, the focus was more on engagement, likes, of course, validation. And I asked, what was the main purpose? Because as far as I'm aware, it is to help people get into fitness. So what kind of response are you getting from people? Are people replying to your DMs? Are people asking you about more content, asking you for tips? Are you actually receiving some kind of feedback that the content that was created for the initial purpose is actually working for those that you wanted the content to reach? And as the conversation went on, it was, yes, of course, like I'm getting great DMs. However, I'm not getting many people like my posts and it's not blowing up the way I wanted it to, and maybe my editing's this and that. And what had happened over time was the Instagram initially was created to help impact and inspire people. And that was doing its job because people were sharing feedback. They were saying, yes, I am finding great value from your page, from your posts. But for some reason, we get the magnifying glass on the likes, the comments, the amount of followers. So although something was started with a pure intention, it then slipped into a state of need for validation externally, because now the weight wasn't being predicated upon, or the success wasn't being predicated upon the number of people they were helping. It was based on the number of people that were seeing them. So here's what's actually going on. None of this is about confidence. None of this is about the algorithm, and none of this is even about other people. It's about a void, a gap, an empty space where self-worth should be, where self-belief should be, where a settled sense of I'm okay regardless should be, and it isn't. And because that gap exists, you fill it with likes, with recognition, with titles, with the character online, with the praise from the team, and with being told that you're doing well. It works. For a moment, the hit comes and the void fills, and then it drains and you're left needing another one. And this is why no amount of external validation is ever going to completely fill that void that you have created internally in the sense of self. Because external things cannot fix an internal absence. You can pour likes into the void forever and it's never going to be full, because likes weren't designed to do that job. Only you can do that job. And here's the thing that's hard to hear, because the chase itself stops you from doing the inner work. Because every time you reach for that external hit, you're avoiding the harder, quieter work of building the thing internally. And the validation, it becomes a coping mechanism. You can't fill an internal void with external proof. They go straight through the gap. They were never made to fill it. Only you can do that. And I'll be honest with you, there was a long time where I actually needed the recognition myself. The titles, the shout outs, the being acknowledged at the front of the room. And if I didn't get it, something in me fell off. And I had to do the work on why. And what I learned was I was using all of that to prove to myself that I was enough. Because deep down at first, I didn't even believe it. And the day I stopped needing the recognition was the day that I actually started doing the work for all of the right reasons. And ironically, that's when the results started coming more naturally, because I wasn't trying to extract anything from them anymore. So here are 4 moves on what to actually do. Number 1, separate the work from the recognition. For just 1 week, do the work and don't feel the need to post about it. Don't share it, don't seek the response. And if it feels uncomfortable, that discomfort, that is the data. Number 2, finding the proof that is already there. This is about the fitness Instagram that I told you about earlier. Look at what is actually working. The messages, the conversations, the impact, the quiet wins, instead of all these other metrics that you have been chasing. Most of the proof you already need is already in your life. You've just been looking past it. Number 3, be specific about what is actually missing. When you reach for external validation, ask yourself, what am I trying to feel right now? Worthy, capable, loved, important, name it. Then ask, could I give that to myself instead? And most of the time, you can, but you've just been outsourcing the job. Number 4, let yourself be ordinary somewhere. The character online, it's exhausting. Find one place in your life where you can just let yourself be. Not impressive, not winning, not optimized. Be a friend to yourself that knows the real you. A practice that nobody can see, and a version of yourself that doesn't need a witness. That ordinary space is where the real self comes back online. Listen to me when you're seeking validation. You're not vain, you're not insecure, you're carrying a gap inside you that someone, somewhere, told you that you needed to fill from the outside. And for a long time, it worked, until the hits started costing more than they gave. The character online, the recognition, the likes, the titles, they were never the problem. They were always the symptom. The problem was the gap underneath. And the real work isn't to chase more proof that you are enough. The real work is to build the thing inside you that doesn't require the proof at all. That is the version of you that can post and not check the comments. That's the version of you that can do the work and not need the announcement. And that's the version of you that can win quietly and still feel like you won. Nobody is coming to give you that version. You have to build it. One small act at a time, and done for all of the right reasons, and witnessed by nobody but you. So if this video hit, drop a comment below. Whose validation are you still needing? And what would it mean to you if you no longer needed it? So please like, comment and subscribe. And with this video, it is simply a part of an entire ecosystem of building your foundation. Go back into the Listen to Me When series and you will find other videos that can help build the other pillars a part of that foundational ecosystem. My name's Harley. Do the work, trust the process, and I'll see you in the next one.